Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Starting the video today in not a very nice setting, a car park. We are actually at RHS Wisley and I'm going to do a little vlog showing you around. I did ask on Instagram if you guys wanted to see this and a lot of you said yes you would. So we've just arrived at RHS Wisley and we're going to go for a little walk around. I'm going to show you what I can, see if we can all get some inspiration, and I hope you enjoy the video. So if you do enjoy it, please subscribe to my channel and also give this video a little like, and yeah, let's head on in. So excited, it's like one of my favourite places. So Wisley is the flagship garden of the RHS and one of the UK's most visited and best loved gardens. It attracts around 1 million visitors per year. George Ferguson Wilson was a keen grower of fruit and orchids. He bought the site in 1878 and established his Oakwood experimental garden. After Wilson's death in 1902, Sir Thomas Hanbury brought it and donated it to the Royal Horticultural Society. Oh, the cherry blossom is in bloom today. It looks absolutely stunning. So this is the main entrance to Wisley. Absolute cherry blossom heaven here. Look at that. They are just like perfectly in bloom at this time of year. It's just beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. So this is again right by the entrance. So you've got a nice lawn that everyone's sitting on, and then under there are some nice seats. Just over towards the entrance there is a garden centre which you can go to. We always go to it at the end of Wisley, but just here, this is where all the cherry blossom in, just as you come in, which is just such a lovely entrance to Wisley Gardens. So just going to get some coffee and then we're going to go for a little walk around. Wow, look at these little ones. Narcissus, Little Witch. Aren't they funny? They look like they got caught in the wind. These are the funniest little daffodils I've ever seen. They look like they've been caught in the wind and all of their petals have been blown back. Really pretty though. Oh my gosh, they're all so pretty. And then in between, I don't know what these ones are called, but you've got the orange ones. And they just look stunning. This little field of snowdrops, how stunning. I feel like I'm doing another little tour of different daffodils, but the amount of different varieties of daffodils they've got growing here is insane. I didn't even know they all existed, and the way that they put them all together is just stunning. It just makes the daffodil displays like so much more rich in colour and texture, and no idea what I'm talking about, but what I will say is they look really pretty and they're just round every corner as well. Guys, I cannot get over how funny these daffodils look. They look like umbrellas that have been blown inside out. They just look so funny, especially when there's like a whole field of them like this. So this, where we are right now, is the Pine Walk. As you can see, is loads of pine trees here, and then what they've done is they've just planted up loads of daffodils all along the sides, which just looks stunning in between all the pine trees. There you go, improve your day, spend time with a pine. Being with trees helps with physical and mental well-being. So the trees here in the Pinetum are amongst the oldest in Wisley, and the black pines, which, and I'm going to get this name wrong, the Pinus nigra, the black pines, were planted over 100 years ago by the founder of Wisley, George Ferguson Wilson. So apparently this is supposed to be a pond. I think it's a little bit dry at the moment. Rainwater collects and sits at certain points in the path. Oh, I see, it's the natural pond. Try and keep clear for our visitors. We have dug out these dips and channels to temporarily hold the excess water. So they notice that when it rains, the rainwater naturally kind of pools in these places, and what they've done is they've dug them out on purpose so that it makes a little wildlife pond whenever it rains. As you can see, my kids are loving it. That is actually so nice. So all these little ponds have been dug out where the rainwater naturally sits. So it's just a lovely thing to do really for wildlife. So these are heather landscape. This is all heather around here, and they planted it up under these trees. Heather is that flower that they sometimes, I think they dye them in garden centres. They spray them with some dye, so you might get like really brightly coloured heather, and I just don't like it when they spray it because it looks so unnatural. All of this here is obviously completely natural, and the colours are stunning. Look how stunning that purple is, the way it pops out. It's like water, isn't it? Sort of like a river of purple. And did you know that purple flowers attracts more pollinators and bees as well? Bees absolutely love purple. They're absolutely attracted to it. They just love the colour. So any flowers that are purple tend to get more bees on them. Absolutely no idea where I heard that, but I did hear that from somewhere, and I do think it is true. So there you go, it's a little fun fact. This is something that I've learnt today. I've never heard of this, turf mounds. So it's meadow turf that's been removed from the path edges and repurposed into mounds inspired by termite hills, and they provide opportunities for wildlife such as nesting solitary bees. Don't they look odd? That is a really weird idea, and the fact that grass is growing in them just makes them look even stranger. But I do like them. A little bit creepy, not gonna lie. A little bit creepy, but interesting. And this is the glass house. This is where they have all their tropical plants in here, looking very nice. These bushes here, these are looking a bit dead, aren't they? All of these trees out the front, what's that all about then? Shouldn't they be blooming? I've seen quite a few trees that look a bit dead at this time of year. I'm obviously not a tree expert, but that looks a bit dead to me. Anyone know what's going on with it? Oh, it's noisy in here with the waterfall. Always reminds me of Jurassic Park, walking into Jurassic Park. I feel like I'm walking into it now. This is all of their tropical plants. I've actually lost my entire family. I don't know where they are. They could be anywhere in here. But isn't it beautiful? It just looks like something out of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park even. You can imagine little dinosaurs running through here. I wonder if a lot of these are actually from the Jurassic period. Lost my entire family again. The amount of times that I've got lost today, but honestly that is an absolute must-see at Wisley. It's just beautiful in there, and it's also very warm, so if you're coming on a chilly day you can always go in there and warm up a little bit. And again we are inundated with blossom trees on our walk back. So this is the walk back to the car park now, and as you can see all the blossom is out on the way, and we've got all these lovely ponds. This is quite Japanese inspired around here, I think. Don't quote me on that, I didn't read the sign properly. Isn't it beautiful? Look how beautiful these are in the water. Not sure what they are, absolutely stunning. I wonder if we can find a sign, figure out what on earth they are, but they are lovely and they look like they've flowered. There we are, that's what it is. Literally read the sign and still can't pronounce what it is. This is the meadow, absolutely stunning. So it's the Alpine Meadow, and it's got mixes of true alpines with other meadow plants in here. And look at this. Actually, yeah, you're right, Tom, it doesn't look like there's much of a mix at the moment, but the yellow ones. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time with my trees at home, and I just can't seem to be able to do it. What's it called when you train your trees over a wall like this? Let me know in the comments, because I've completely forgotten the name for it, but you can sort of do it with apple trees, can't you? And you can train your fruit trees to be all over a wall and pick all your fruit. It's just a great way of growing a tree in a small space. It's just done so beautifully here. Let me see if there's a name for it. Hang on. I, for the life of me, cannot remember names of stuff. I don't know who can, honestly. No, it doesn't say what the technique is, but it does say what the trees or bushes, whatever they are. It needs to be more specific, I think, but how beautiful. It's just such a lovely example. And it's just done with wire. You can see the wire here, and then the hooks put in, and then the way that you do it is you cut off the branches that grow outwards. See, I know all about it, I know how to do it. I just haven't ever managed to do it successfully, but just such lovely examples here. And this one in particular, I mean, it looks skeletal. This looks like skeletons, doesn't it? And that's absolutely stunning. Still learning, but how inspiring. Love it. Oh my goodness, look at all the blossom blowing everywhere. It's like blossom confetti. That is so beautiful. Look, the way it's all flying at us. Oh, I just love it. I just love these blossom trees. I just cannot get over them. They are stunning. I think it's probably the fact that they're only around for a little while, like they don't last that long. You just feel so much more special when you see them like this. Of course, checking out the garden centre on the way out. It would be rude not to at this point. I know you guys like a good garden centre look around. Spring is in full force. Spring in garden centres is just divine. Are these candles? These are candles, Alice. Little egg candles, so cute. There was nowhere better for spring than to go to a garden centre. Their displays are just on another level, and it just makes you want to buy everything. I don't know what this is, but I want it. It's probably about £50. Let's be honest. Oh, that's quite cute. Look at the bunnies. Oh my gosh, so adorable. £10. Not bad. That's not bad. They just have such an eclectic mix of things in garden centres, which is just what I love. There's just nothing you can't get in a garden centre. I mean, probably hardly anything you need, but lots of things that you'll want. And that's the point of them. Look at these. These are very pretty. Definitely appreciating all the bunny rabbit merchandise at the moment. Oh, and the little robins. And of course, all the goodies. What's this? Sea sorted fudge. Look at all these lovely cakes. Caramel latte and pecan loaf. Delicious. What are these? Is this honey? Wow. Little pot of honey. Beautiful. Let's just check how much the honey is actually. £12. £12 for a jar of honey. Look at all the different chocolate bars you can get. These all look incredible. This one looks interesting. Lime and sea salt. That's an interesting combination. Peppermint also looks really good. And we've got, look, raw honey. How interesting. This honey looks really nice. Wow, they've got so many different honeys here. I think we're going to go for a bit of honey chocolate. Hope you've enjoyed my little tour of Wisley Gardens, RHS Wisley Gardens. If you enjoyed it, do give me a thumbs up and follow along for more lovely gardening content. I will see you back on the allotment plot soon. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.